I was young once, not just young in age, but young in hope. It was the final phase of my university life. Classes were technically over, but none of us wanted to leave. We still showed up every day, sitting in empty classrooms, talking for hours, pretending time wasn't running out. Those last days felt different. Even the girls in our class, once distant, became warmer, more open. Maybe they were grieving too, the way endings arrive. Before we are ready, I came from a small tribal village, high in the mountains. I was the only boy from my tribe who had ever made it to a university. Back home, they gave me respect. Inside the campus, I was just another student trying to belong. This hostile life wasn't something I survived, I lived it. Late nights, card games, pranks, stealing beds, throwing water on sleeping friends, and laughing through insults till morning. It was beautiful, and I didn't know that beautiful things never stay. One day, walking through the university corridor, I heard my name. I stopped. I turned around. She was standing there. Call her Ava. She was the same girl I had argued with on my very first day. Our fights became routine, loud, pointless. It's constant. She was rich, confident, sharp-tongued, and impossible. She spoke to no one in class, except me. We didn't talk, we fought, until one annual dinner, where somehow we apologized. After that, everything changed. Our friendship became famous. People stared, a simple village boy walking beside a girl who looked like she belonged to another world, but they didn't know her the way I did. She was soft-hearted, quietly caring. When she skipped classes, she told only me, and without telling her, I submitted her leave applications. She never knew. That day in the corridor, she smiled and said, "Where have you been wandering alone? It's our last week here." "At least, spend it with me," I joked. She got emotional. She walked away angry. I knew where she went when she was upset. Found her sitting alone under a tree. Staring at dry leaves scattered on the grass, she looked broken. I sat beside her. "Are you upset?" I asked. Silence. I tried again. Still silence. When I finally stood up to leave, she grabbed my hand. For years. And that was the first time she ever touched me. "Where are you going?" she asked. "Time has asked me to," I replied. "Since when does time decide for us?" she snapped. Then she sighed. "Take me out today," she said softly. "Anywhere. This time won't come back." I couldn't refuse. I had no car, only a horse carriage, something beneath her lifestyle. I warned her. She smiled. That smile told me. She would have walked beside me if I asked. We rode through the winter sunlight, through local markets, until I stopped at a small ice cream stall, to traditional milk ice creams. Cheap, simple, luxury. Back then, she had never eaten anything like that before. As she ate, the melting cream stained her lips and her nose. I smiled. She noticed. And in the next second, she rubbed the ice cream on my face and stole mine. That moment, I wish time would freeze. That was the first. And the last time we ever went out together, on our final university day, she looked fragile. Photos were taken. Goodbyes were said. Time moved too fast. When we met one last time, she removed a silver ring from her finger and placed it on my little finger. It didn't fit. I took the chain from my neck and tied it around her wrist instead. No words, just silence. Then, without saying goodbye, she ran to her car. Life moved on. Life moved on. I returned home. I married not by choice, but by duty. Years passed. I became a father, a son, and a daughter. I named my daughter Ava. Decades later, on a winter evening, I saw a woman staring at me in a crowded market. Her face was covered, but her eyes, I knew them. She removed the veil. It was her, older, changed, yet painfully familiar. We spoke. She was unmarried. I took her to that same old ice cream stall. She still went there. Every day, she gave me one ice cream and kept one for herself. Her wrist still wore my chain. When I asked about her children, she said, "Children have names only when they exist. and they exist only after marriage. But if I ever had a son, I would have named him. After you, I placed her ring back on her finger. Left. That was the last time I ever saw her. It's been half a century. The mark from that ring is still on my finger, and sometimes I reopen that wound just to remember her, because some loves never leave. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe to my channel, Hidden Epoch.